So with the addition of EB02 coming out very soon, a lot of leaders have gotten some new support, including from our last EB set, EB01 Oden. Red and green Oden got some new support with the new SR Yamato, the 6/7 activate main once per turn if your leader has a Land of Wano type or is ace. Give it to one rested Dawn card to your leader, then this character gains Rush. Really nice card, it gets some aggression for the deck. And a very fun leader, not the best, but I think a lot of people have had some love for this leader. Oden's a really cool character. Wano's a nice archetype in the game. You've got some pretty strong cards, and his leader ability is pretty interesting, right? If you're unfamiliar with him, he is a 4-life red and green 5k power leader. According to the rules, your characters with the type Land of Wano and without counter have plus 1000 counter. So any card that is a brick just has 1k, which is nice. And then Dawn ×1 when attacking. If you have a cost 5 or greater Land of Wano character in play, this leader gets plus 1000. So when you're swinging, it's a 7k swing, and then you're a 6k leader on your opponent's turn, which is, it's nice being a 6k leader. That's a very nice advantage to have. So with the new support, we get to be a little bit more aggressive. It's nice that it's an activate main. I think that'll definitely help in the Blackbeard matchup. One being a 7k rush card, pretty good aggression into that deck, and also just an activate main. Before we had the Yamato 2k counter, which was an activate main, but I don't think we need it too much with the addition of this new Yamato. But before we get into it, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you enjoyed these deck lists, and if you want to support me, check out the TCG player link in the description for my affiliate link. If you're going to be buying any cards for EB02 or anything in general, clicking the link just helps support me and this channel. Also, I've got a coupon code for Eden Garden, 5% off with code Straw Hat Pecan for any of their playmats. Also works whenever they're doing a sale. I've used a couple of the playmats for my locals videos, right, with the Whole Cake Island and the Shanks playmat. They're very nice, very detailed. So check it out if you're looking for some nice playmats. But let's get into it, the deck list, pretty quickly, as it's, you know, a lot of cards we've seen from the EB01 list, but just a new updated SR, which is very, very good. Of course, we've got Izo, 5/7, no counter, but technically 1k. On play, attach a rested Dawn to your leader or one of your characters. So on 5 Dawn, we get to activate our leader ability, which is nice. And then opponent's attack once per turn, trash a card, give one of your opponent's leader characters minus 2000 power. So anything becomes a 2k. Very nice card to have if you need to defend your life, right? Just to have an extra 2k counter. Then we got that new Yamato. Hiyori is a 4 cost that cheats out a 5 cost Land of Wano other than Hiyori with an activate main, and then you draw a card. Very nice again to play out a 5 cost a little early to use that leader ability. Izo is a 2k counter, 3 Dawn to rest a 4 cost on play. We got Momo, a searcher for the deck, rest himself and a Dawn, look at top 5 for Land of Wano. We got Dendro, a 5/7 Dawn ×1 when attacking. We get to restand 2 of our Dawn as active. Really nice to either play out like a 2-cost blocker like the Rosinante, or have Dawn open for a Rad Beam, or just swing a little higher with one of your other characters or leader. We got the Secret Rare Yamato. This is just to have more 1 green Land of Wano cards for the Otama Searcher, but also it's another 5 cost. People typically try to remove this as quickly as they can, as it does have double attack and banish, right? That's pretty good, but it just most of the time doesn't get to swing, as you know, a 5 cost 5k power are pretty low stat lines for removal. So our best hope is that we can cheat it out maybe early if we're going second. You know, obviously going first, you have a lot of good opportunities, but I think going second, I like the chance we have to play out a 5 cost a turn early so that maybe your opponent can't respond to it as efficiently. Who knows? But, you know, it's just another 5 cost. You can use leader ability. Always nice. We got Rosinante, 2 cost blocker. Opponent's turn, if one of your rested characters would be KO'd, you can instead trash this character. Very nice blocker, a lot of value. Hody, great way to end our games. 7 cost 8k power, rush, on play rest 2 characters, up to 2 characters and or Dawn, right? You can rest a character and a Dawn, 2 Dawn, 2 characters, any of those combinations, and then take the top card from your life into your hand. Very nice way to end out a game. Ryuma is a 4/6 on play and KO KO one of your opponent's rested 4-cost or lower characters. Very nice that he's a 4/6, pretty good stat line. Technically has counter, right? He is Land of Wano. And a little bit trickier for your opponent to remove. KO if they have a 4-cost they don't want to give up. So very nice. We got Otama, our 1-cost 2k counter. On play, look at top 5 for a Land of Wano card that is green, other than Otama. So that's why we have a little bit more green cards. This is very nice to find our Hiyori. I feel like this is a very crucial part for the deck, this 4-cost. Our last 2k counter is Tashigi, 3-cost. 4k power 2k counter when one of your other green characters other than Tashigi would be removed due to your opponent's effect. You may instead rest this card. Very nice. Very nice. To protect our board. And then we got 4 Rad Beam, a 1-Don counter event. Go up plus 2,000 for the battle or plus 4,000 if you're at 2 or less life. So yeah, very, very good counter event. I do like this deck. I think it's a lot of fun. I really wish it got even more support because I don't know. I really like Land of Wano. I love Oden. He's a really cool character. But it is nice to get some more support for it. So I want to try out today testing going second specifically because I think this is, we have a lot of ways to either play out a 5-cost earlier or on 6 Don. This is a very nice way to swing 2 7k attacks, right? Because you get this accurate main, you get a Don on your leader, which then, when attacking, because we have this character out, becomes a 7k swing, and then this is a rush 7k power. Very nice aggression early on like a 6 Don turn to go 2 7k swings. You have nothing else. Super good. I want to see a perfect curve of like on 4 Don either playing out Hiyori into a 5-cost like Izo to get our lead ability online, or Ryuma on 4 Don and then on 6 Don playing out the Yamato and going like 6-7-7. I think that'd be a lot of aggression. Pretty nice. But yeah, that's the deck list. Let me know what you think of it, and let's get into some games. All right, we got Zoro Sanji again. I'm gonna try taking second. I think this is pretty good. This is pretty good. We get a searcher. We can play out, right? Hiyori on our 4 Don. We can at least cheat out our Yamato. We'll search. I think we can. We could take Ryuma. Yeah, because we don't have a 5-cost that gets us this, but like this, I don't think he has a form of removal for. So this could be pretty good, right? So that way on 4 Don, we can play out this into this, and then on 6 Don, we can play out that. So we could just pick up a 2k, I think, in case he gets a blocker out, which is very possible. So that way we can at least swing the double attack there. Yep, gonna get rid of my searcher. Unfortunately for us, he can't bounce the Sengoku back, so there's not really a point for us to... Okay, yep. Still going with... let's go... Yeah, we'll take the 5, I guess. Got another 2k. We're going to swing 5 into that Weevil and then play out our Hiyori. Okay. Go Hiyori into Yamato. We draw another Rush Yamato. Pretty nice. So he can bounce back his Sengoku with this and then bounce back the Mihawk with that. We'll give it 2k here. A lot of aggression coming out for sure. I personally have kind of shied away from the Warlords package with Zoro Sanji, but definitely still nice. That's going to be an 8k. I could go 2 and 1. I almost want to keep both of these in hand though. It's just such good aggression. Could use to clear his board while applying some good pressure to life with this. Right? If I just swing with this... Yeah, we'll go 2 and 1. And then... Yep, we'll take that. Okay, he's just going 6. Okay, never mind. I swore he would have... Oh, because he's going to play back out. Yeah, fair enough. Okay. I actually do want to just get rid of that Weevil, because that would put us ahead a lot. Let's give this there. Let's swing 7 at the Weevil. Become a 6k leader. That'll definitely help us. Okay. It's 2 and 1. Let's go 7 at the Weevil. I hope I don't have to swing 5 at the Weevil. But we do. We'll swing 5 at the Weevil. Because then this is... It gives him... Okay, that is a whole hand gone. It almost acts like a blocker in a way. That, yeah, the VV coming out. Very nice card for the deck. He doesn't respect my Yamato, though. We'll give 1k from another Yamato. Go 7. Yeah, see, I don't mind losing this, honestly. Does he go 6 again? He does. Okay. Picks up a Mihawk. 6. We'll go 1. Okay. We can use our searcher and then God, that hand size. We'll go 7. I really just want to get rid of this. We'll go boom. Boom. So that's an 8k. Cool. Then we'll go 7 at life. He takes. And then we'll hopefully pick up like a 2k with this. We do. Actually, Izo would have been nice, but we have a pretty good board, right? He's not going to probably swing at the 7ks. We still have 2 life. He picks up a Weevil. Bucking into the Weevil. Okay. And a Cavendish. Ooh, that hand size is going to be crazy. 7 on our Momo. For sure. We get a 2k counter, so that's good. We'll play out our Dendro. Give a couple of Rested Dawn to our leader. Just go. Do I want to leave up any Dawn? I could go a lot of 9s. 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I can go 3 9s. Or actually, I'll leave 1 Dawn open just in case we get a Rad Beam, or just to bluff that I have a Rad Beam. He does dump a lot of hand, but, you know, he does have the Cavendish to draw him some cards. Maybe I should have gone, but, you know, with the Dendro, we should be able to get next turn. We have 3 2Ks. We're 6k leader. Got the Buckin to draw another card. Cavendish. We'll go 2k. I will take the rest of the hits to life. Okay. So we can go up to 7. Maybe not. Maybe I am in danger. We have to counter out of one of these. Go 2 and 1 and then we're safe. Or we have a 7, 8, 9. Do I want to bait him out? I think we do. We'll take Ryuma a little bit late, but now he can't play at a blocker, and we should just have it. Right, okay. No Hody, so we'll just go a bunch of 9s. Okay. Down to 5 cards, so we'll just go 9 again. And we'll just swing in big. Yep, GG. 2 fun decks, though. I like Zoro Sanji. You guys obviously got to see how much you can refill your hand with that. The Warlords package does seem still pretty good, but I like trying out some different cards with the deck. Ooh, I like the Bounce Doflamingo. Very nice value. And then just that 7k stat line, so you don't even have to attach any Dawn to get like the full value of the Zoro Sanji swing, right? GG. We got Vegapunk. Interesting. I would say this is probably not favored because of the Egghead Nami removing our stuff. But he wouldn't do that to us, right? Ooh. Okay, so we're going first. Not the best going first hand. Hody does seem pretty good, but we'll mulligan. Yeah, this seems a lot better. Does seem a lot better. He has to play something out to board. Although becoming a 6K leader does help against, you know, he plays a lot of 6K bodies out, right? Like that guy. Let's search. Did we just get a bunch of our Rush Yamatos? It's not bad, right? Because we don't have a Hody. Might as well pick up a second one. Why not? We can use Hiyori to play out Izo and then have just an extra Don to swing like 7, right? Because as long as he swings, no, he gets to restand, right, with the stage. 3 less life, yeah. And putting in that, yeah. Robin, okay. So he can restand this, which is unfortunate, but if I can swing hide his life, then that seems pretty good. Get rid of this while he doesn't have anything in trash to use it with. But I mean, he can just take it back to life and replay it. Seems silly, but you know. All right, let's go here. Activate main, play out that to go there. We drew into a Dendro. It's nice just to like dig another card deep, right? And then we swing 8. He takes this back to life. He can replay it, you know. Wait, no. He triggered it out, but there's nothing in his trash. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. You should just take him back to hand. Yeah. Because you could have just put it back to life, right? Got the blocker. Okay. I figured he played out the Robin just to swing at my searches if I played out more. But also, you know, if he does want to swing at the Robin, it is 2 Don to commit. Which, okay, yeah, I'm a 6K leader, so he can swing here. But yeah. Maybe he didn't have anything else to go wide with. We'll take a first life. Restand, so there's nothing I can swing at board with. That's the unfortunate part with this deck, right? It's like you kind of need to swing at their board to start them out, and you're swinging at their life, they just get a lot of free resources a lot of the time. I think we are just gonna go here, go there, swing a bunch of 7s at them. We'll swing this 7 first, or no, 8. I just messed that up. Yep. But only 3 cards in hand, so we'll definitely see a block. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, unfortunately for him, he hasn't gotten a lot of 6K bodies out, and I think our best hope is that we play out 5 7s and 6 7s. So he has to commit some Dawn to swing into our board, right? Which it looks like he might be. But we do have, right, some 2Ks and Izo's ability, obviously. Yeah, let's use that. So we'll use the Dendro to go -2 there. Get out of that. 9. We'll go 1 and 2, since we don't have any green characters out right now. 6 at us. I think we'll take. We could probably honestly just push for game. He doesn't have a blocker. He has 1 life. I think he has maybe the event to go plus 3,000. So you can just go here. But having 2 of these on the board, right? Being able to attach 2 Rested Dawn. Yeah, that's pretty scary. He just had a lot of bricks, so that's unfortunate. GG. I think with a better start, this matchup is a lot more even, or even sided towards Vegapunk, right? If you just see your 5-cost Nami, I think that's the mulligan for if you ever find yourself on the Vegapunk side, right? Just to get rid of our 5 costs. you know, once we play out our 6 costs, it's a different story. But if you can get rid of our 5 cost Izo or Dendro or anything like that, just to keep our leader ability offline, and then your 5Ks do connect, because I guess he was trying to just go wide with the Robin and, you know, his Edison. But the 6K stat line kind of prevented that a little bit. You got a Reiju. Okay. Again, I think I'll try to take second. Well, not try to. I'll take second. This hurts me to mulligan away from. The only reason I would is for, I don't know, for the Ryuma, I think would be pretty good in this matchup. But honestly, Izo is just such a strong card. We also didn't start with a Searcher, so the whole point of going second was like to start with a Momo Searcher that acts as a blocker, right? Because they want to swing into it. Now they can swing 5 at us. We don't have to take, but if I get 2 of these out on the board, it's really good. We'll take. Please don't have Porsche into Ichiji. Please don't Ichiji me. You got a Foxy. Okay. Is that too many cards or no? No, because you play it out and then, yeah, I always forget that. Let's go here. And at least becoming a 6K leader seems pretty good. We got another Dendro, but that's a brick, but that becomes a 2K with this, or a 1K with leader. At least these Hodies are 2K counters essentially with this. And this stat line does help swing into the Reiju, right? They have such a huge hand at any point in the game. Man, this matchup though is kind of giving me like, is it weird to feel nostalgic about like set 6 in EB01? I don't know. I liked the game back then. I like it now, but it's just I mean, Sakazuki wasn't fun. that was crazy. That was a crazy time. We are 6K stat line though, so he can't swing at us. So that's cool. Do I have the time to play out the Dendro? I think I do. But if I play out 2 of these, that means that even if he plays out like an Ichiji next turn at 6 Dawn, you know, I don't think he'd be able to swing into him. But I want this for this. But do I need to play more defensively? I have a 2/2Ks of Rad Beam. I have to commit to... Yeah, I really want this on board, because if I don't have the Yamato, I don't know. I feel confident that I can defend myself against an Ichiji turn with my counter and the Izo. If he makes Izo a 5K, ooh, that would be a little bit rough, but I don't have to swing with them. Let's see what he does. If he counters out of this, I don't know if I even... Because I have Hody too. Yeah, I don't need to let him just free block with his Chopper. This next turn, I could probably get out of a few swings and then just Hody. Clear his board or just hurt his life, right? Or play out an Izo. Because now I'm a 6K lead. He's at 6 Dawn. 3 life still, a couple 2Ks. We're in a pretty decent spot. I'm not horribly scared. Next turn, we get a little bit more efficient with our Dawn too. And leaving these standing means, you know, an Ichiji is a little bit less effective. Although getting that 7K stat line out. 6 at us. I think we'll counter 1 here. Just to see how much more Dawn he wants to commit. We could also, at any point, I think we'll take this. Okay. And then if he uses 4 for Ichiji, we'll just get rid of a Hody. Ah, no, Porsche. So it looks like he probably has a Porsche into an Ichiji. Or maybe he just doesn't have the Ichiji. Hopefully not. He gets another 2K Foxy. Did he counter out with the other one? No. So he has 2 of them still. 2 2Ks. He didn't use stage yet either. Chopper. Okay. good for us. Honestly, I think we play out a second ECG and then we swing it board this turn. And then we can go for game maybe a following turn. Ah, he's still at 3 life. Let's go here. Hopefully we draw into like a nice card. Otama, a nice 2k counter. We'll leave 1 open for Radby, and that means we have quite a few done actually for... I don't think there's a... so he's going to be at 8 Don though. I think I'm just going to pressure his life. I think we just want to pressure his life so that we can go for a game with Hody on a following turn. Depends on how many blocks he uses this turn. We have 5 Don left. We want to keep 1 open for Radbeam. That means we have pretty high swings we can do. A 9 and a 9. Yeah, 2 9s. Not bad. You know, unfortunately that he blocked out. I was hoping he would counter out of one of them just to try and keep like a chopper open, but you know, Hody's a threat for sure. But yeah, how do you guys feel about only 1 leader coming out of EB02? I don't know. I think that the EB01 leaders never really had that much shine to them. Like, Oden was really fun. Kuros, I feel like a few people still are trying to play and break, you know, crack the code on. Hannibal has gotten some support throughout the time, but I think I've seen like maybe 1 person play Hannibal at a regional or so and do pretty well, right? But it's... none of them were like the best. And obviously Green Purple Luffy being the only leader in EB02, but a very strong, very meta leader. Is that a good trade-off? Would you rather have more leaders to play with, or would you rather have just fewer but better leaders? 7 cards in hand, so many, but at least our 7k stat lines are very nice. All right, let's see. 4 Don left. We can stay pretty healthy. We have 3 2Ks. We have another one. Oh, he's gamma knifing. Okay, he wants to get rid of an Izo. Well, I mean, you're probably going to. It's a 2k stat line now. Gamma knife does suck for us. Just gonna get rid of that. That's fine. But if he plays out an Ichiji without a Porsche, that means it's only 1 swing at us and we can just 2k out of it, right? 6 cards in hand. Is that enough? We know 2 of them are 2Ks. He still got those 2 Foxy 2Ks. Yeah, I don't think I mind it just being the 1 Luffy leader, right? Being a very unique, interesting leader. I think with how much off-meta stuff I play on the channel, right? Doesn't like... we'll use a Hody this turn, I think. Actually, do we want 2 Hodys? No. Maybe I don't counter out with the Hody just so that it kind of keeps in the back of his mind that it's there. But it sucks we have to kind of over counter for this. But if he attaches 2 more Dawn to swing there, then it's like that's your whole turn. We'll give another 2k. 6 cards in hand. We'll get rid of Hody. Go there. So that way when we Hody, we have 1 card in hand. Do we even need to Hody? Pitches an... okay, a 4-cost Ichiji. Picks up just another 1k. So we know he has 2 2ks and a 1k. We could also just play this kind of defensively and swing a little bit high. I don't think I can survive another turn though. Even with a blocker. Let's see. 2 2Ks and a 1K. We have this so that anything becomes a 2K out of our life if we need Hody. Geez, it's tough. It's tough. Let's go here. I still don't want to play this out first. So I can go 9, 9, I could definitely go like all 9s. For sure. We know he has the counter to get out of a 9. He does take, though. Let's play this out. Go 9. 5 Don. If he takes, I can still swing like 4, 5, go like 11, and keep a Rad Beam open, a blocker, a 2K, 2K. Pretty decent. If we can get him down to 1 life here. We could have even kept open a second Don for a Rad Beam, right? That would have been nice. We'll pass. So we're 6K. We have a Rad Beam, a 2-2Ks, right? Because remember, with Dendro, this becomes a 2K. We do want to keep the Hody just in case he pitches a 7 cost. I assume he has another Ichiji, but maybe he's playing it more careful with the draw. Who knows? That would leave him only 4 Don. I think we would have it in that case. Who knows? Reiju's a lot of aggression, of course. It's a very good deck, but all these 5K stat lines and then a lot of the Don minus. He hasn't done too much this game as he's still obviously at 8 Don. There are times where against a Reiju, their board is very scary, but maybe they Don minused really aggressively and didn't find anything like a Black Maria or anything to get back up in Don. Or like their chopper. Honestly, getting out the 2 choppers was kind of crazy. Good for them. Let's go 2K. Yeah, going for my board. Interesting, especially because you don't have any blockers. He's gonna play out a chopper blocker here. But that is, he gets another Frankie 2K. So he has, or Foxy 2K. So he countered out with both of them. So we know he has a 2K in there. Good thing we left open a blocker and a Rad Beam. We might be able to live with, no. We just have to go for game with unless it's gonna be 2 Don for because it's a 5K, all these can swing at it. It's just not enough to defend. But we just have to hope that the Hody gets us there. Yeah, because I get out of 1, I get out of 2, get out of 3, but he still has every swing in the book. We just have to let it go, unfortunately. But we can protect our Dendro. That means with Hody, we can swing even higher if he does blocker. If he doesn't blocker, then we just swing huge number, 17,000. I don't think you can get out of that with that many. We'll just take. And yeah, then we have the counter. But it doesn't look like he's playing out a blocker. I guess he played out all of his chopper blockers that he found. And we'll just 2K. And then, yeah, just big 17 at life, right? Yeah. No blockers, right? It's always crazy going for game against Reiju because they have so many in hand all the time, but you know. See, that was crazy. Got up to 15. GG. All right, but those are a few games just to kind of show off some of the new cards, right? I am very excited about EB02, but I just wanted to say this. I know prices are going to be very crazy in the beginning and probably honestly stay crazy for some cards. I think for some things, like some of the SRs are pretty leader locked for right now. You never know what's going to come down the line. So much stuff for EB01 was very cheap for so long until leaders came out that started using them, right? Cavendish at the launch of EB01 was pretty cheap. Bonnie came out, more green got pushed out, right? It got stronger, more popular. Now Cavendish is sitting at like $30 and has been for like a while. Brook was, you know, not as expensive as it is now, obviously, right? So a lot of these SRs are going to be pretty hard to get at the beginning. I think prices might drop for some of them. I don't think the Sanji pudding is going to be that cheap for a bit, especially with how popular Luffy leaders are, right? Obviously being the main character of the anime, of the IP, on top of being a meta leader, right? So some SRs, the secret rare, they're going to be pretty expensive. I'm just saying this as like a bit of a warning, right? If you're somebody newer to the game who didn't experience like the beginning of EB01 and see how the prices just kind of got higher and higher with things as the time got on, right? Just as a word of warning with everything with card games, pick up the cards whenever you can at a price that's reasonable to you. None of it's financial advice or anything like that, but just, in my opinion, if I can pick up a playset of the SRs, I'm not getting rid of them. I'm not getting rid of them because who knows down the line, they might price hike like crazy. We might not see a lot of reprints for EB02. Like EB01 wasn't really reprinted a lot. So the prices kept getting higher and higher, right? If you have any interest at all, or you might ever think you might have any interest in playing a deck that involves stuff like this Yamato, very leader locked, obviously, into stuff that's not super meta relevant. So I know pre-sale prices for this are still like $50. They're gonna drop, I'd say, for stuff like this. But once you get the cards, I personally am not going to get rid of anything that would make it so I don't have a playset of them, right? Because you never know when like set 13 or 14 or whatever come out 6 months from now. Maybe a new Land of Wano leader or a new Ace leader comes out that's red and really uses this card, and this goes back up to $50. Who knows? So just be careful when buying things from EB02. Be careful when selling things from EB02. Really just think about it, right? Because this is an extra booster set. It might not get reprinted like a normal one. People are already super hype about this set because of how they saw how crazy EB01 went, right? It was a very good set. It has a lot of cards that are used today because new leaders came out to use them, and there weren't a lot of reprints, so prices are crazy. So pick up the cards whenever you can afford to for your personal situation, and it seems reasonable to you, right? And maybe don't get rid of them before, right? I don't know. Maybe just hold on to a playset of them. That's what I'm going to do. Again, that's not financial advice or anything like that, but just for a set like this that's a little bit different than a normal one, always be cautious when buying cards. It's a hobby at the end of the day. They're cardboard, right? Don't break the bank. But just, you know, something to keep in mind with EB02. But yeah, let me know what you think of the deck list of Oden as a leader, EB02 as a whole. What are you excited to play when the set comes out? Let me know in those comments. A lot of fun leaders to check out. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.